our final call. It's our final call. We have made it to our last call. Today we are going to be focusing in on building out the website, and as an added bonus, I'm going to teach you how to build a PDF, like design a PDF, and how to utilize your logo to create merch. So hopefully you get a lot out of this. This is less workbooky and more sit back and just watch and learn. And hopefully you'll get a lot out of it. It should be quite a breeze. So just like in the last call, I used the lovely Lisa Kingston's branding as an example. I'm going to use her stuff as well to build out her website, and I will also show you my website as well. So we're utilizing Canva today to build out a website. You can use pretty much the same method to design out Squarespace if you want a kind of a bit more amped up version the of the website. So they've got community platforms, they've got like podcast episode hosting, all kinds of things. But if you want a website just that's going to get you started, that's going to be a place where you can just add links and some basic information, nothing too fancy, and hopefully it's pretty straightforward. I think sometimes more simple is better. So let's get stuck into it. And like I said, we're working on PDFs, logo stuff, and then also we're building out the website. So we'll start with the website first, and then we'll move on to the PDF stuff. So let's share. The cat wants to come in. Let's share screens. So here we are in Canva. Now, just a quick reminder of what our previous mood board looked like. We've got Lisa Kingston's House of Healing was the little tagline that we came up with. I really love how it feels, and there's like a sense of freedom, as well as like a sense of healing and connection to the land or her homeland, which I really, really love. So we went with the idea of it being like a outback Woodstock vibe. The symbol that we came up with was this spiral, which is one about healing and connection, as well as having Uluru as the outback vibe, so that you can get the sense that it's an Aussie brand we love. Okay, so when you go into Canva, basically what we do is we come up here and we have an opportunity to look. You've got for you documents, whiteboards, presentations, social media, videos, print products, and then website. Cool thing about this, I think you pay like if you're paying the premium price. So if you're like a pro customer, it's covered in the cost of your payment for the month, which is cool, which is awesome. So we've got all different types here. We're looking for can't remember which one I used. Being that she is a wellness company, let's have a look and see if there's like a wellness type look, and then we can fill it out. Now, the downside is that they don't have a straight up like store inbuilt, which kind of sucks. But you can link a stand store or a Shopify link on the website where it can direct them straight out to the links that you want to send them to. I feel like where did you go? Let's go with with this one. It's pretty straightforward. It has like basic, like different packages. So, say for instance, Lisa's offering meditative uh, sessions or a particular healing session. She can highlight them there, and then this kind of highlights all of them. I mean, that's a pretty good. Or have we got something else? If we want to go more of a portfolio, Lisa, I'd love to know what your thoughts are right now. Would you like to talk more about like putting your services there, or is this more of a portfolio of getting to know you? And then I can kind of decide from there. The one that I chose, I think I went with a portfolio. It meant that let me see. So this is mine. This is what it looks like once you build it into. We want to go view only. Will you let me do that? No. Okay. Preview. So yeah, Lisa, would you prefer a portfolio or a like a more like your offers? Like you can share your offers. So this is kind of what mine looks like. Where people can just book a consultation. If they click on that, it'll basically take them down to like where to book it in. There's a solid like that's my logo, and I've used some of my own photos of me, and then it shows you my services, brand building, strategic insight, art and creation, shows a little bit of my past work that I've done, and then talks about our DIY brand kit that we're doing right now. Which eventually this will be linked to a Stan store once I re-release it. And then some like sharing from my previous clients, and then how to work with me, how to like basically connect with me. So that's what mine kind of looks like. And then you can also see it on a mobile phone as well. You know what, for funsies, let's just create a blank business website and see what fun things we can create. Hey, like, why not? So you could use any of these if you wanted to, but for funsies, let's do this from scratch. Like, why not? Hey. Okay, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna go into uploads, and we're gonna have a little look here at some of these beautiful pictures. And I think I kind of feel like I want to do this one as our, because I know, so in our last call, we did a, what do you call it? We did some looking at the different, I don't know why these birds feel so good about this. We looked at different things on Unsplash. So if you're looking for like stock imagery, Unsplash is a great spot for you to do that. So I feel like maybe we start out with this one. So this very first page is going to be like your landing page. It'll be the first one that shows up. It's the first one that loads in. The great thing is that you can make every single thing on your page kind of land. So we're going to go here, and I'm going to grab that. We're going to copy. I'm going to bring it over, over here. Paste. We'll make that a little bit bigger. And ta-da, we have our landing page. How easy is that? So reminder, like all of this here is, it's grouped together. So basically like I can click on it and ungroup it, and now all of these bits and pieces can move around. But we just want to go center, and I feel like with edit photo, let's up transparency. So I want to bring the transparency down just a smidgen so that the main focus is the logo. Okay, so that's our landing page. Yeah, grouping is super easy and it's really, really helpful. So let's say our next page, let's go Lisa. Do you mind if I grab a photo of you? I won't show it up on here. I won't show your profile up on here. All right, thank you. All right, so let's upload image. Hello, Lisa. There you are. I've got a picture of you. So let's click and drag. And we have a picture of you. Now, we obviously know we've used this. We've used this font already, so I'll bring that up there. And look at that, like how perfect. The coloring of your background already like connects beautifully with this other one here. I almost want to, can I put a border? Are you gonna let me put a border? Yeah, I can do a border. And then that, see how this border now connects into the border of the original here. So we would put then text, add a heading, and then we'd put, or like, about. I feel like I want to shrink that down a little bit, smidgen, just a little. And then you would have your right, your about here. And then you would want to fill that out. Now, what I want to do, just to like add a little bit of like interest, is we're going to bring this here, and we're going to, what color did we, now you've got this beautiful color here. I want to take away maybe let's take away the border. No, okay, apparently we're keeping the border. No, I don't like the border. Go away, border. All right, there we go, that's easy enough. So either we can put that here and you can have your now what was our font here, what was this one, Ovo. Okay, so what I want to do is I want to change your document info, so this one here, I want this in Ovo. Oh, is it already in it? Okay, and then let's pick our coloring and we're going to go with that lower font. No, we don't want to change all of that. So that will be our, let's put that there. So you'll write your about here, a little bit about your story, a little about who you are, a little bit about what you maybe what brought you here. And then we're going to add another page. I'm going to copy this kind of format. We're going to move that over onto that side. And then that way, as you go through the pages, it's going to pop up and just kind of stack on itself, basically. And then on this side, another fun thing you can do is taking that symbol that keeps kind of popping up. This is another great kind of thing. Oh, hang on. Flip. And then I'm going to kind of bring that down. So like whilst like the spiral isn't your like set logo, it's just a way to give texture and layering to your website so that it's got a little bit more interest. The same thing, like maybe we could find a texture that is these dots. Or another fun thing we could do is just like pump it up to a giant size position. We're going to send that. We're going to send positioning backward, backward, backward. Yeah, so that's all the way at the back now. So see how we can kind of do that in the sense of like creating these layers, or you know, we've got that same color but we're just changing your transparency, dropping it down, like that way you've got that repeating pattern, the spiral, something bringing your original logo, and then creating these layers of interest. And because that's the whole point. It's like, you know, people's attention spans are not that long these days, and so by creating these different layers, and I hate that that's not center, my brain is like and so yeah, creating these different layers. Another cat. Yeah, creating these different layers. Now we can re-grab on our uploads. Maybe we bring I like this one. Why not? Let's bring this one in this time. This is most definitely photoshopped. Layering, center back. Then you've got another beautiful Australiana type vibe. Again, bringing transparency down. And then you basically want to create these different layering. Doing the same thing again. Copy, paste, bring that to the other side, and like alternate between your textures. You may want to, like, say for instance, grab this, copy, and then bring it for funsies, and then paste it down on the bottom on one of your pages. So it's just about like creating those different layers of interest into your branding. And I'm gonna say I don't like that now, and I just want to put another one of this one. And it's okay also, like if you wanted to do repeating images, you know, if that's a texture that you enjoy or you feel like it really looks good, then that's okay too. So maybe here we could write text. Let's do our heading. Is there anything, Lisa, that you would like to see on your website? I'm happy to play around and put something on there that if you're interested in. So we'll say offers. Oops, don't spell it like that. Offers, and then maybe you want to do or services. Okay, let's do that. Services. And then maybe a page for come on, reviews. And then maybe if say you had a review, like we want to do a shape. And say, let's go uploads. Can you drop into there? You're going to drop in there? Dang it. Normally, All right, I want a frame. Circle frame. Let's not do pink. Let's go green there. And then this is a way that you can, like, you know, say for instance, people leave a photo, or if you've asked them and said, hey, I'd really like to use your review. Do you mind if I put a photo of you on there? Then you can do that. So let's say this lady here has, you know, left you a review. Text. Subheading. Lady. And then, you know, maybe you want to have a look at looking at your branding colors again. Let's go make that an orange. And being that it is like you got to look at your what do you call it? Your layers of fonts. And then we're going to go, this one will be OVO. So automatically when it types, it will be OVO. And we want that to change to green. We're going to go, whoop, don't do that. Don't do that. We're going to select our fonts, and then you can group them, and then we can duplicate them, and then you're going to have yourself a couple of reviews. Maybe you want to do like 4 of them. Duplicate, and then you've got yourself 3. The fun thing is, watch this, select, then you can duplicate in multiples, which is, you know, why not, right? Fun. Saves you some time. And then I would recommend realigning your titles, let's say. And again, remembering our font. Yeah, grouping is fun. It's fun. We got this. So same with services. Maybe you've got 2 different types of services. You want to select frame. Maybe we want to go, let's say like using circles are like our go-to as your like imagery rather than squares. I mean, we've used a square here and there's a square there. Actually, you know what? I'm going to do that. Let's go square. Square frame. So I've got this one here. Do we not get a border? We want a border. Right, so border, and we're using this really beautiful dark charcoal. And then we're going to duplicate, and then we go our fonts, heading, come on now. This one, we're going to change font again. I'm all about making this easy. We're going to duplicate service 1, service 2, and then subheading, price, and description here, blah, 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 blah. And we want to obviously change it to OVO. And again, duplicate, oh my goodness, make sure that this is one, like, all right, I'm being pedantic, but like, you know, you want to make sure that you're getting your lines right, making sure that things look like they're, like right now looking at that, I can tell these are like properly out of whack. They're not, yeah, we're not lining up here. All right, now we're on the same line, but our borders, even looking here, border here, yep, that looks balanced. And then again, as we move it over, you see how we've got that little pink line that's lining it up. So shift, and then we want to there we go. So pink and pink all lined up there. And then like upload wise, let's find, where did that so like let's say one of your services is doing cleansing and maybe one of your services is going bushwalking with your clients. I don't know what your services are. So then you've got your reviews. Now say that you wanted to add a shop. We're going to add another page. We're going to duplicate just for funsies, shift copy paste. Now I want to put that one on that side, that one on that side, and obviously this is going to look a bit weird. Maybe nope. What I'm going to do is say you want to transition into like a shop. You guys are getting a really good insight into how my brain works. So you want to transition it now into a shop. So you've had your reviews, you've had your services. Maybe for fun, like let's swapsies the reviews and the services. Down here, like again, we're gonna go like we want to put in a shop. So what we could do. Did I ungroup you? Did I ungroup you? I did. Okay. Copy. We're going to bring this down. We're going to do this one again. And then text. Shop. And obviously, I think sometimes it's okay for us to pick another font if we're like, you know, entering a new era or a new space. Because for all I know, you might want to take all of your branding stuff and put the same branding into your shop, but maybe your shop versus your healing space has a slightly different vibe. For funsies, let's go this particular font because I kind of have a feeling like it's the perfect, like it just feels like a little glitch. I want to put a border. Can I put a border around you? No, I do not want that color. Oh my goodness, no way. That is too, it's the wrong color. Okay. We'll go with that charcoal. You know when you stare at a word too long and it starts to like it starts to like look weird? Shop looks weird to me suddenly. Okay, so here's shop. Cool thing here is that now we can I want a link. Oh, there we go. Okay, so if you want a link, go here. And then what you'll do is that you can link in anything. So I could link your mood board to it from a completely different page. Say for instance you do have a shop, then straight away you can put in that http ... / whatever your site is. And then that when somebody clicks on the word shop, it will take them straight to your Stan store or your Etsy page or your whatever it is that you are selling your bits and bobs from. And that way you've got this already made up website that then just links you to your store. Because sometimes when you work, like I love Squarespace. I will, generally speaking, if somebody needs an all-in-one website that everything's on the one doodad. But if people, like if you're starting out and you need just like as cheap as you can go, I think utilizing Canva websites I think I pay like under $20. I think it's $17.99 or something for Pro per month. And then I think a stand store is like $30 a month. And you can link those two things together, and I think it's still probably cheaper than some of the, like, because when you go on Squarespace, it's like a foundational price, and then as you add on like more and more bits and pieces, it's like an additional cost for each things. So having a stand store and then having your Canva that links to that, that's really easy. And also, for instance, let's say you want to do another one here. Let's do this one. And we're going to go same. I don't know what font it was. What was the one I just used? Maybe it's this one. Is it that one? Oh, I don't know. Where did all my fonts go? Over. Ovo. And then let's say book. Now, what you could do is I'm pretty sure you can utilize Calendly for free, or it's one of them. It's either Calendly or it's something else. There's like a booking system. There's a free booking system that you could utilize, and then just basically put the link there, and it'll take you straight to do like a booking for your services. And I think those ones, I don't know if all of them take payment, but I know Squarespace, if you have a booking system, there's a booking system on there that takes payments and all of those things for you as well. So, yeah, so that's basically what we're dealing with. Now, the other thing is we want to animate. So if you want to animate or effects, where we know animate, that's what we want to do. So, page 1, let's say we want it to fade, breathe. Yeah. New. Whenever you do an animation, I really like, maybe not a pop one, unless you're like a really funky, really super funky company, and you're like, you know, we're all about the rage of bringing people in. But here, fun one, fade. Oh, you can slow down. Yes. Is that making it any slower? I feel like it maybe is. Okay, fade. Whoops, what was I doing? Animate. Okay. And again, let's do animate. Fade. 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 And you just want to apply the animation to all of them, so that when super easy, we go preview, and we should, in theory, hey, there you go. So when you animate it, that's how you basically get it to do those beautiful like pop-up views. So that's what we've got going on there. And the same with the shop. So like I said, you want to be linking to like your words, so people know, like people generally know, like if it says book now, to just click there. But you've got these consistent, you know, I love how on the last one we were talking about like blue would be a great color, and then we've got the color of the blue sky there. Then rather than throwing it into the logo, we're actually then pulling it there. And even have a look at this, like we've got these oranges and these cream colors, and then we've got our green as well. How perfect is that picture for bringing all these things together? So yeah, so that's a basic way for you to pull all that together. It's pretty straightforward. Hopefully you've learnt a thing or two. That'd be nice, eh? And yeah, so that's a basic website. Now, let's have a look at creating a PDF. So, Here we go. Home templates. So what I'm looking for is, so if we're doing a planner, let's say a planner, because I'm obsessed. Like, I love bullet journaling, and I love the idea of planners. I love the idea of like all these different things. So I really recommend you do actually create your own PDF from scratch. That way your copyright is yours. And also I believe that they're starting to bring in laws in and around like AIs doing your PDFs. So yeah, I recommend that you do create things from scratch. However, for time reasons, I'm going to show you how to kind of find an easier way. So yeah, I recommend that you do create it from scratch. However, today I'm going to just cut and paste, probably just to make it a bit quicker, because otherwise I will be taking ages. So say for instance Lisa is wanting to create a planner for like mental health awareness in the morning. Something I really love doing is like morning pages. I think that's a really fun way to just get like brain dump all of the stuff that's going on in here out. So if you come over here and you find planners, there are a bazillion different ones. So you may have like a to-do list in your morning planner so that you can, you know, take time to just kind of get your brain out. This is a fantastic one. I like this one. Let's take this one as a page. So let's take that out, and we're going to take that out. We're going to shift out our font coloring. Whoops, that's not what I wanted to do. Ovo. I'm going to do this now. Ovo, change all. And then we want to bring our, eek. Can I find my coloring? Add to page. So easy way for us to take our logo, copy, where is our, and paste. And then I also am going to go to my uploads. We're going to draw in our birdie thingy again. Center back. Now, something you can do is just kind of bring your logo down here, so that way it's got your branding on it. We're going to once again bring this to be a little bit more transparent. Text, add a heading, morning. Let's say morning mind maps. And the reason why I feel like this is probably a good one, morning mind maps. And a subheading. In Ovo, journaling for mental peace, for funsies. Ungroup, and I'm going to take that one, duplicate that. Position. And then we can, again, bring a little transparency, and then you can still see your background. I really don't like the positioning. This is not good design. Now, like, you don't have to stick with all your fonts that you've used previously for funsies. You could just, you know, take another font And you can be playful, like as long as you're throwing the same brand colors in, like why not? Like why not grab a completely different font that still kind of gives that, like, you know, outback vibe, or even like, ooh no. I was like, maybe no, 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 no. No, that still feels a bit too. Maybe no, that's horrible. I can't even read it. This one, no. Oh, too swirly. No, to year 3000, I reckon. You look like you might boss an angel. Ah, that's nice enough. Okay, so we've got alright, so we've got that one. Then we're gonna go whoop up to the front. And then because we've already done our coloring, like we've got our color palette here. Now that that's on that first page, it's really, really, really easy for us to change out our coloring because we've now basically taken that coloring and imprinted it into over here. So, ooh, no, let's go like a light blue. We'll keep it like that. Now, you can take these ones. I would take these darker colors and then bring the transparency like down like that. And then that way you've got your color undertone, but it's not so hard to see. Does that, hopefully that makes sense. It's just that way that if you're writing on it, it's like, it's the hint of it is there, and you don't necessarily have to have the full blown color like richness, but you still have the undertone of your thing. So this is a great way, like I like this to-do list. It's a great method that you could pretty well like take the colors, take all these things in your brain and then look out like your must-dos, your should-dos, your could-dos, your have-times, and then create another page, add your heading, morning pages, and then obviously you want to just give like a little, write 3 pages of stream of consciousness thoughts and see what is on your mind. Obviously we check for spelling mistakes. I used to never bother checking, and then when I became an author, I was like, yeah, probably about time I learned to check my own work because I should do that. And then either you can just put lines there or whatnot, and then we can duplicate that. And then we go journaling prompts. And then maybe here is a list of 30 journal prompts that will inspire, challenge, and support you exploring your your own mental health or mental of your own mindset. There we go. And again, easy. Spell check. Okay, so it's pretty simple. Like, you don't have to have heaps and heaps of pages. It can just be, I believe if you're going to create a PDF, make sure it has things of value, because it's really easy for people to, buy a $5 downloadable PDF, but you really, really, really want to make sure that it's something that is going to add value to your client's life, that is going to be of use to them, because we don't need, like I said on the last call, we don't need to add to the noise of the world. We need to really focus on uplifting our clients, and uplifting the people that we work with and connect with, because, like, why else are we here? And like, it doesn't have to have 100 things. Like, I'll show you one of my previous journals that have worked with people. Where are my projects? Right, so you can go ham and like knock out something like massive. I'll let you have a little look on one that I've been working on for a long time, that hasn't been released, that will be eventually released. So you're welcome. So this is my unmasked journal that I've been working on for a while. It is way more in depth than that little one, but that's because I want people to really have all the information that I can possibly give in and around unmasking and discovering your authentic self behind your survival masks. And so it's got this branding in and around, like, utilizing the energy of like the coffee marks, because it literally feels like you're on the go and you never let up to stop and think. So this has all this stuff for supporting neurodivergence and unmasking, but then there's also information for just general humans who are in the process of like looking at identity rather than just actual unmasking of being neurodivergent. Then there's my story, and then we're going through like identifying your masks and looking at all the potentials, and then again, like we had in the branding PDF, all these things about, like, your thoughts on your time and your money and your energy and how you're utilizing all of that. And then looking at the difference between your own mask and your authentic self, and discovering your authentic code, and then tools to navigate, identifying your triggers and what is in your how to like work with your system, and then boundaries and learning how to say no, and then rebuilding your identity, which that's one of the reasons I haven't released it yet, is because I'm really in that space of rebuilding my own identity. So some of these things take time. That's systems and environments. So there's another one, because there's so much stuff in here that I want to take out and put there. So they can be super complex, and they can be full on, and it can take you more time. However, if you're looking to just create something really, really, really like straightforward and easy, here is another one. This is one that I created for Through Feathers Wellbeing. And it's just really simple. It's got a to-do and a goals and a notes section. It's got a daily gratitude, because her brand really, really focuses in more on meditation and connecting in with being grateful and, feeling gratitude. That was one of her priorities. And then looking at daily blocks and what are you struggling with and how is it showing up for you. And then a daily journal, just like it's more about like being able to do fast. So it's one of those things where you can just like kind of like pump it out really fast. I am planning on releasing the unmasking one as a PDF, for people to be able to print out and work through, because I want it to be more of an interactive type thing. I probably could put it in a book one day, but that's where we're at. That's where we're at. But yeah, with this one, it was less about taking her full-on branding, other than we've used her type font. This is her basic tagline and her font type. And oh yeah, don't forget to put your website. So if you're doing it here, like you want to be taking subheading, come down here. And then let's say we're going www.lisakingston.com. Okay, so make sure that you, no, I did spell that right, that's fine. So make sure that you do put your website on there so people can be like, oh yeah. And you can put your logo on every page. Now, here is a fun little thing, right? If you want to be able to preserve the copyright stuff around your PDF, copy, and like, let's bring it down here, paste. This is called a hidden watermark. Something a fun thing for you to learn about, right? We're going to put it here. We're going to put it there. We're going to lock it in place. Very important. Oh, hang on. Unlock it. So first you've got a transparency, bring it right down. However, look, we're still clicked on there, so you haven't lost it. And then you want to lock it in place. Now, only you will know that that's there. And if somebody downloads a PDF of it, or another type thing, that logo is then locked into all of your pages. And if they're using it as an ebook, that element is there. If they access your PDF through Canva, that is there, right? And it's locked. And I'm pretty sure that you can have control over whether or not people can access that. So that way you can kind of like, I can't remember what it's actually called. It's called a watermark. So it's a watermark. It's a hidden watermark. And that way you can kind of protect your intellectual property. Fun fact. So we can do that. So that way, I don't want to do that. Come on. All right. So it's just there. It's just hidden. So no, that will not be visible when it's printed. So people can print them out and still use them, but it's on the digital version of it. So if somebody's printed it out, they're going to have the digital version of it if you're selling them as downloadable PDFs. So yeah. Okay, was there anything else that I was going to say? Oh, all right, last one, and then we're going to wrap it up. All right, I want to show you very, very quickly. We can create a little templates, some social media templates. Instagram. Okay, so no, that's not what I want. That's not what I want. Social media. Let's click on that. So you can create yourself a Instagram social media post type thing. Let's say this is a quote one. So we're going to go elements. No, I want uploads. Excuse me, losing my voice now. So again, can you please? So just a reminder, when you're using social media, that your you need to have particular sizes for your things. So this is a story size. There's a, if you want to do a real one, so maybe like you do like a daily vlog, you can create a preset template for your daily vlogs on Canva, because you can edit videos, you can edit for like your YouTube videos or any social media pretty much. But you want to be doing you want to be, and then we're going to go, yeah, there you go. So now your font's there. You want to make sure that your sizing's right. But if you're creating like a daily mini vlog for TikTok or social or Instagram, or a reel, which usually I think YouTube Shorts only go for 60 seconds. I can't remember how long Instagram ones go for. TikTok, I think, is now going up to like 10 minutes, which is just crazy. I think they're playing with a range of 10 minutes down to like 3 minutes to 2 minutes, and you can make it pretty short. But what you can do is essentially create a template on Canva, edit it all on Canva, and then repurpose it across multiple platforms. And so by creating that pre-made template, and say you just always do a 60-second one, because then guaranteed it's going to work on every platform. The only thing I recommend that you leave to add on is music, unless you get copyright free music from YouTube, because I'm pretty sure YouTube's probably the most strict. But if you create the video, put all of the templates, so fonts and stuff, so that it's all within your own branding, your font branding, and then that way you can kind of like create that cohesive look across multiple platforms. This is like nice because you've got like a beautiful little doodad, and the cool thing is that if you make it for the size of a story, but you make this little bit small enough, you can repurpose it as like a photo rather than just a reel or a story. Hopefully that makes sense. So really, like, just super easy to just like take that stuff and create these things, and now you have a beautiful template that you can utilize to do quotes in and around things that you know that align with your business, which is great. Maybe you like to just do silly posting, so maybe you tell a knock joke or something, I don't know, if you're into dad jokes. So yeah, that's another way that you can basically take your branding and put it to good use in other ways. And then the final thing I was going to say was looking at Lisa's logo that we created. You can take this particular logo, I'm going to copy, home, create a design. We want, I'm just going to go with this one. Paste. Alright, so that's now that. If you download, we don't want it to be that, we want it to be a JPEG. I think it's a JPEG. Download. So now this particular logo, you can put it on a tote bag, you can put it on a shirt, and all you do is you just upload it onto, if you're on Squarespace, I think they have like Printify or something that you can put it on, and you could put it on a mug, you can put it on anything, and then that's a really beautiful like logo that you can, because it, you know, it feels like a brand that people could wear out and nobody's going to get offended or anything. It's pretty simple. It's very easy. But just also make sure that you've got a high enough resolution when you download. So that's your original, but then you can bring it all the way up and make it a really, really high one. I cannot remember what. Yeah, so the bigger you go, the higher resolution it is, which means like the clearer pixel wise on TVs and stuff like that. It's really unlikely that you're going to need it to this big. However, sorry, if you go to the JPEG one, file quality can go to large file size, to your biggest size, so that when you do share it, it's like a really high quality one. The other thing though to keep in mind, that some websites have really specific brand like image sizes, so check with like Printify or I don't know what other printing services there are, say like Vistaprint or whatever you want to use. Just go on their website and look up like what sizes do they need to be in order to have like a high quality image, and then all you do is you come over here and you like play around with your sizing. You can, I think you can even write it in there, and then you'll get your high quality size. But you do want to make sure that your quality is, you know, it doesn't have to be the max, but like, you know, bring it to medium, maybe minimum. Yeah, so that's pretty easy. All right, I'm gonna leave it there. Hopefully you guys have gotten so much out of the course, and just some tips and some ideas and ways that you can take your branding and put them on different things and build out your website, and learn some cool tricks and tips on how to kind of put all this together. And I really cannot wait to see how your brands have come together, what they look like. And if you do want any more help and support in and around your brand, or with business, or with creative projects in general, feel free to send me a message. I'm happy to coach you through any of those things, or be a consultant for you, or even help you build out your website. If you're still feeling stuck and you want some more support, I'm here to help. So thank you so much. It's been an absolute pleasure, and I will be with you guys all very, very, very soon, I'm sure. Hopefully you're with me on another project. So until next time, thank you all very much, and I'll see you. Bye.